Hey, I'm listening to DJ Graffiti right now. He's on Twitch, but he's actually also on LinkedIn, which is his preferred platform. If you don't know who DJ Graffiti is, I mean, what else do you need to know besides that's his name? I think it's fine because he's DJing. We'll see, I guess. Anyways, how are you? I am well. I have yet another dessert for you. It's a chocolate cream pie. And did you know that usually when you are craving chocolate, um, that means that you are low on magnesium? However, it's been one of those days where I've already taken my magnesium and yet I still want chocolate. Because chocolate's also like an emotional comfort food for me. Oh yeah, do you like my bangs? It's my hair is actually not dry yet, so it's gonna be bigger than this. I cut it myself. I'm sure it needs some help. Um, if anyone wants to get me a lighting kit, that would be great. Just putting that in there. Anyways, I purposely went out of my way and went through quite a lot. The Kroger, the fancy Kroger, as I call it. I went over there because there was also a pet store I needed to go to, and it was closed due to a power outage, as was the pet supply place, as was the Chase Bank. I was like, wow, isn't this a Monday? You know that song Monday, Monday? Monday, Monday, can't trust that day. They never lied when they said that. Monday's tricky. You know what, Graffiti? I'm gonna need you to keep it down. So anywho, dating is hard these days. Um, anyone who's single and of a certain age knows that. But like I feel like I get better at it, but it's always just surprising to me that I think I have things figured out and I do not have them figured out at all. What I usually lead with is like these are my triggers. These are a couple boundaries. Like just the really important ones. Just so they can be like, oh, okay, bye. Like I smoke cigarettes. Is that, okay, thank you, next. Like I'm not trying to have any surprises or like lure somebody into something without knowing what they're getting into. I mean, first of all, I'm a redhead, so all bets are off. Um, and I feel that I do share about myself, about my passions, and that I'm a comedian. And you would think that that would be enough to make someone realize that nothing is sacred. You may end up on the cutting room floor. You may end up on cake therapy. With exception to the love of my life, who I'm still searching. I will never make fun of you, except to your face. Um, so it seems like you might want to treat me a little better as well. I mean, I don't use names, but yeah, you're all just material at this point. Sorry. So date at your own risk. That being said, I'll never date anyone on Facebook. Again, I'm sure I'll be put on the like do not date list. So I was hanging out with my friend and I was complaining about mansplaining. I'm a hard rhymer, I know. And he was like, that's an insult to men everywhere. You shouldn't say that. I was like, excuse me, are you mansplaining the term mansplaining to me right now? Today he told me, I said, I think I can get together tomorrow. I just have to see if I can get an alignment in there in my day for my tires. And he's like, oh, okay, tire alignments are $65 to $100. I was like, really? Is that what I'm supposed to say? Really? I'm 50 years old. I've had cars for a long time since I was 16. Do you really think I don't know how much a tire alignment costs? Okay, mansplainer. Enough said. You know what? As soon as men stop splaining things to me, I'll stop saying mansplaining. But not until then. And women can also mansplain. I feel like the definition is you are talking to me like I'm an idiot. You are making assumptions about my intelligence that are incorrect. Oh man, I made notes. I had so many things to say. I guess it wasn't that important. My mom always says if it's that important, you'll remember it. But as a comedian, that really drives me crazy when I walk off stage and the first thing I think of is everything, the jokes I didn't say. Oh, I'm having lots of ideas today. So that's the upside of this Monday. Because on Mondays, really, all Roxy and I would like to do is watch Criminal Minds, which is on TV all day. But I was called upon to go to a lot of clothes stores today instead. That's okay. I can watch it on demand, I thought to myself. I'm no longer a slave to the when is it airing on TV. I'm just lazy. So I'd rather just like turn it on and the commercials kind of help me clean in between, get little jobs done here and there. So it works for my ADD. Oh, the other thing I want to say CPTSD. Look it up, please. If you don't know so much and you know a person in your life that you'd like to be close to that has it. I feel like there's a lot of misunderstanding or even just PTSD itself. That's also terrible to deal with. But I just want to clarify that being triggered is not a choice if you have the CPTSD or PTSD. That's why it's called a trigger. You're getting triggered like a gun is getting triggered. Does a gun have a choice? Like, maybe I won't pull the trigger. Maybe I'll just let that go. Because people want to act like you're taking things personally, especially when you've already prepped them by saying, this is one of my major triggers. And then you're going to continue to do it anyway. And then you're going to shame me about it and tell me that my maintenance and ask me questions like, why is it triggering for you? And I'm like, well, I'm not a psychiatrist, but if you'd like me to mansplain the neurological science of it, I can tell you a few things. It's called fight or flight. And recently I'm attracting a lot of fight people. And what I want to say to you is that I've moved on from my villain era. I'm now in my queen era, which is the Queen of Swords. So basically, I am sitting back like this. In one hand is a sword, in the other one is my open hand. I think it's to collect abundance. I'm gonna have to recheck my notes on that one. Not sure. There's one bird like a V, which is the only way I can draw birds in the sky, and she's wearing a crown and just chilling, and like hi with a super long, very sharp looking sword. And she's basically like, I'm not moving, so if you want to come too close and cut yourself on my sword, then that's on you. But I'm just sitting here receiving my blessings and staying out of it. Right? Pretty good, huh? I asked my friend, Mary Buchanan, who is a fantastic artist and has a tarot series. I sent her the tarot card and I said, can I be her? And she's like, you can try. And I was like, ooh, challenge accepted. I just need a throne now. I have the crown already. I wore it on Halloween. Oh my god, it's a foreshadowing. Freaky. Okay, longest cake therapy ever. Sorry about that. Oh, let's try. I'm doing the seasonal pie therapy, although I keep kind of just going back and forth. Oh, with a nice Tiger plate, but whatever. So, I mean, the burning question is like, this is an ice cream pie. So, do you eat it with a fork or a spoon? I think I've said this joke before, and someone told me that they do actually make metal forks, which would be your solution to that quandary. Hello. I'm getting old repeating myself. really an unfair thing when you get sober. You think that you're going to stop telling the same stories over and over again. But I catch myself and I prep people by saying, please tell me, like my therapist, like, please let me know if I've already said this. I don't like to repeat myself when it comes to words, clothing, outfits, words, boundaries. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. Whoa, hey. Hey there. Now I wonder what kind of crust this is going to have. I mean, I just like it tastes like graham cracker. Texture's like graham cracker, but it's looking very dark, yes. It tastes a little chocolatey. I just don't know why there has to be a chocolate crust with the chocolate pie. I just love the old graham cracker. It's a classic. It goes with everything. It's like the neutral of crusts, if you will. That being said, it's got little cute chocolate chips on top, little glaze. Mm, I'm kind of broke these days, so but I needed an excuse to talk about all the things I need to talk about. So the whipped cream I'm a little picky about, but it's good in this case. So I'm like, whatever. It's in the sale area. There's no price on it, but I'm sure it's like $3. $9.95. Okay. I mean, it's a big pie, but I would never. So it must be meant to be. Monday. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Love you guys. Have a good one. Be nice to each other.